Well. We's back. We up in here. Fam, if you're here with me right now, that means that you have made it to the grand finale, the final episode of season 1, Unapologetically D. With me, your host, A, B, C, D. We about to get into it, fam. This episode today is gonna be fun, light, but we're gonna talk about some things, including a few things about myself. We're gonna talk TikTok. We're gonna talk some very strong women, some unapologetic men, culture, things that you're gonna be interested in. So let's get into it. Strong women, strong men, strong you, strong me. We're gonna get into all of it. I'm so excited that my words are just, kind of all fumbling together. Again, power, joy, confidence, culture, and glow-ups that you cannot just put to the wayside. Like, you gotta pay attention to them, fam. We're gonna talk about my 2026 fitness competition because it's not a maybe. It's not a I'm thinking about it. It's a I'm doing it, fam. And you know what? I'm so excited. I'm scared. I'm so scared. But I am so excited and confident and yes, girl, you about to be 50 next year. 50 is nothing but a number. Nothing but a number. So I'll be going a little bit more into my weight loss journey. I put it up on some of my other episodes that have been back a few, but I'm going to have one dedicated to my weight loss journey this year in 2025, because if there is something that I will say about it, there is nothing like feeling confident, but feeling healthy and strong family. So we're going to save that for a little bit later. Again, so many individuals that I have met this year throughout this journey who have completely changed my life, who have inspired me, who have sparked my interest in learning more about what it is that they do, what it is that is in their field. It's just an assortment of all kinds of different things. This episode, chef's kiss, fam. Like I said, fam, this episode, chef's kiss. So before I go any further, if you're new to the family, hit the subscribe button, which is also where I'm going to put a little bit more about this episode, what all it entails, some tips and pointers, some of the things that we talked about, all of my contact information, that kind of thing. But you have to hit the subscribe button, fam. You have to hit it. Hit it. So let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about a glow up. I keep hearing the word era, and to be straight up honest with you, because that's what we do on Unapologetically D. Can we find another word? I know. But can we find another word? This is just my glow up time. And my 2026 fitness competition. Let's talk about it. Glowing up. Okay, so for me, this is about multiple things because I have dealt with anxiety and depression for so many years. Honestly, I think it probably is more than what I thought because I just was not properly diagnosed until later in life. So, mental growth. Again, I've talked about being laid off and some of the other things that took place this year. But being able to work through those things shows a growth in the way that your outlook. My outlook has changed. I think bigger. And fam, I was already thinking big. Okay. Boundaries were set. Chose myself. And when I talk about needing to be at peace, I make sure that everybody knows it. It's not some little hidden secret anymore. You're going to know. Don't get it twisted. So the mental health is here, the physical side of it. Look, we're going to talk about it sooner rather than later. So perimenopause, ladies, it is a bleepity bleep, 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 and bleep. Just going to say that. Perimenopause is a snatch. So weight loss along with that, when you're going through that, can be very, very difficult. And sometimes you need somebody to help you get your hormones in check. You need somebody to help you understand what you need to put into your body for fueling, all these things. That's why there's a lot of professionals out there. But guess what? This got me interested in learning how to do things naturally and learning how to do things on my own. What do you make? How much water are you supposed to really drink? Because there's a lot of people that say different things. So along with the weight loss, I gained strength, clarity. I rebuilt some habits, making sure. So here's the thing. I've been going hard since COVID. But my body was saying to me, girl, that's great. Oh, that's cute. But your hormones are going to do what your hormones want to do. Until I was able to understand that by having not one, not two, not three, but I don't even know, I lost count of how many conversations. Then things didn't start happening on the physical level. I would lose, gain it back, lose, gain it back, lose, gain it back. And not because I was a lack of effort, fam. Go back and look at some of my earlier videos. I've been going hard for a minute. And I've been riding that bike for even longer. So anyways, I talked about some of the things that I added in also to my workout, which is lifting, strength training. So important. So my discipline is far higher just because this is super important to me. My boy just got married, and I know there's some down the road, there's going to be some grandbabies that come. Sister girl needs to be around for when that happens. So a recap. Glowing up, mental health, how important it is, focusing on you, healing out loud, or not, you don't need to, setting boundaries. No, I don't want to do that. And stand firm, 10 toes down. No, I don't want to do that. Choosing yourself, making sure that everybody knows that when you need peace, okay? Weight loss. Set a goal for yourself. If your goal is, I want to walk 5,000 steps today. Start there. That's fine. Everybody has to start somewhere. I started and stopped and started and started so many times in this journey. That's why it's so important for you, family. Do not forget, this is your journey and there ain't no timeline. And there's no perfect or not perfect or any of that, because it is YOURS, yours. That is the most important thing that you need to remember, is that it is your journey. So stamp that, call that, say that, end. Period, point blank. It's yours. So own it. Set some goals for yourself. You need somebody to cheer you on? Message me. Subscribe, fam. Join the community. That's what we're creating here. And we are just getting started. Join the community, family. Because 2026, ooh, la la. It's going to be such a thing. So I talked about setting a goal for yourself, whether it be drinking more water, taking sugar out of your diet for a week out of a month, whatever it might be. Set one and then work to accomplish that goal, work to achieve that goal. And it's okay if you got to start over. And I also want to make sure that everybody knows this. If you need coaching support, I do that virtually and in person. If you're here locally in the area, I will put more information about my fitness program, Ride, Lift, Repeat with D, down below. But again, remember, you have to subscribe. Because I'm putting up fitness videos and all kinds of other cool things. I'll be adding so much more to that menu in 2026. Last thing I want to touch on is confidence. Family. Confidence. My confidence is through the roof. Look, I've always been a confident chick, But nowadays, tell me something. Tell me something. I bet you could try. I bet you could try. And that's what I want to make sure that anybody that's out there watching this and hearing this, step into your purpose. Family, join the community here. We are doing big things here on Unapologetically D. And we're just real people. You might tap into an episode and see something that is such an inspiration to you. And here's another thing too. If you're watching right now, if you've already subscribed to the channel and you have a story to tell, please message me. Please message me. I want you here on this platform with me. Let's tell your story. Let's speak to the people. Family. There's so many individuals out there that are looking for something like that, whatever your story might be. So come tell it. Shout it from the rooftops. Shout it from the mountaintops. I said, tell it. Tell your story. Still practice for the voice, fam. Still practicing for the voice. Boop. So as the final for that little piece of glowing up and like setting boundaries, all those things, and then my 2026 fitness competition. It's all about family. This is all about transformation from the inside out. I focused on my mental and getting that in check. Also, working on the physical piece of it. When it all comes together, it's such a beautiful thing. And like, I'm not even going to sit up here and lie. I'm a 2-2. In the previous episode of Unapologetically D, I listed some of the things that I have utilized to assist me when it comes to my mental peace and all of those things. So go back and watch that. I might add a couple of those things below. We're about to move into some strong men and women of 2026 and touch on some of the things that I feel were important enough for me to bring them into an Unapologetically D episode. And also, these are celebrities or people that are in the spotlight that I actually like and respect and appreciate, have watched some of their work, whether it be acting or even what they do in the community. So, powerful women who own the year. This woman, I've loved her for many, many years. One of her more recent roles as Miss Cookie on Empire. If you know, you know. Boss, boss, boss all the way through. Feeding the culture. When she's at an award show, Taraji steps onto the stage. She commands the room's attention. Her presence speaks for itself. Bold, brilliant, unapologetic. Joyful women who are confident. That is Taraji in a nutshell. Taraji in a nutshell. And I'm telling you what, the color purple, she had a star cast with Miss Fantasia Barrino. When I see you smile. I know that's not the way the song goes. I'm going to try to remember it before the end of this episode, family. I'm going to try to remember it because Fantasia, Fantasia, Fantasia. Girl, Simon, you was wrong, fam. You was wrong. Okay, I don't want YouTube to cut my video. But you get the picture. Fantasia. I've been jamming and rocking to her for a minute. Supporting cast, or just the cast in color purple. Danielle Brooks, joy, body confidence, softness, power. With Miss Fantasia Barrino, a comeback queen with a healed, grown woman glow. And Taraji, sensual, powerful, divine feminine energy. They all showed that confidence has no size, no age, and no limit, fam. Miss Serena Williams, the queen herself, still capital STILL. That woman, postpartum, retired from tennis, still one of the very best of all times. Her still a goddess. Her presence. Retirement is a chapter. Retirement, let me say that again. Retirement is a chapter. It don't define you, and it surely ain't no downgrade. You watched the Super Bowl last year. Okay, Kendrick. But let me just say this. The fact that she is a mom, she is in her grown woman stage, doing all the things, a businesswoman, living her best life. Say it again, living her best life. All these women, confident, Lizzo, quiet strength and soft confidence. But you know what? Lizzo's gonna be loud and dramatic. She had haters telling her, oh, you did this, oh, you do that. The woman wanted to get healthy. Leave that woman alone. If you don't have anything nice to say, how about this? Don't say anything at all. Keep your mouth zipped, shut, closed, velcroed, whatever you need to do. If you want to lift people up, if you want to be people's cheerleader, if you want to be a nice person, then do that. But if your mama didn't teach you, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then just don't say it at all. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have nothing nice to say, it's super easy. Zip your lips. So do it. Zip them. So again, with Miss Lizzo, I said there were people hating on her, her weight loss. She looks beautiful. She wanted to be healthy. Again, still showing up and glowing. Glow on, shine on, sparkle on, Lizzo. Miss Jennifer Lopez, Latina excellence. Over 50 and does not look like it. Jennifer, beautiful, beautiful and thriving. Fit, feminine, consistent. The movie that she just came out with, or is coming out, I believe it's called Spider-Woman. I want to see it because I want to see Jennifer Lopez in a different light. I really do. Look, Jennifer Lopez has been on the scene for a minute, fam. And if you haven't seen Selena, go see the Selena movie. Jennifer. Yes, girl. America Ferrera. Now, Ugly Betty. I said what I said. That's America. Her Barbie monologue, which I still haven't seen the movie. I'm going to have to go see it because I like me some Margot Robbie, who is our next person on the list. But with Miss America, look, body, confidence at all of her sizes. And she is a beautiful woman. And I have watched her go from being in Sister of the Traveling Pants, all these things. Look, a lot of these women have been around for a long time and they're still doing their thing. Margot Robbie, she is a beautiful woman. You know the movie that she focused with Will Smith? Now Barbie, elegance, presence, and a businesswoman. Polished, poised, feminine, confident. So all these women, maybe you can identify with one. It doesn't matter if you're a king or a queen. Maybe you just respect what these women have been doing. They showed up with their confidence, and it comes in all forms. Loud, soft, joyful, healed, but it's always gonna be there. So show up, fam. Be confident, 10 toes down. Stand in your convictions. You are that person. There's a lot of very, very, very important men that I want to add to this list. So let's do that. These men showed up with real confidence. Aquaman, Mr. Jason Momoa himself. Free spirit masculinity. I mean, look, he was with Lisa Bonet. Lisa is a baddie back from the Cosby Show. Now, I don't know how their stories came together, but look, Jason, and he's on a lot of other shows too. I just don't watch them, but Aquaman, warm, joyful, cultural, grounded, very, very, very grounded, and all about his culture, which is something that I think is such a beautiful thing. And confident. I mean, how could you not be confident and be Jason Momoa? Just saying. Moving on to Mr. Michael B. Jordan. Calm. Confidence. Okay, so I watched Michael way back on Fruitvale Station. Look, go back and watch that movie. It is a true story. It takes place in Northern California. It's a very sad story, but if you want to talk emotion and like before all the hype and before all the fame, I told you all these people on this list are people that I very much respect and have watched them in their craft for many, many years. So, Michael B. Jordan with his fine self. First thing, fine. Focused, disciplined, intentional, quiet confidence. Whatever he has in his personal life and his relationships, I don't care. That is a fine black man out there doing his thing in his field. So hats off to you, Mr. Jordan. A$AP Rocky with one of the most baddest. I should have had her on the list. Rihanna, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about you in a different episode, girl. Secure black man energy. Mr. A$AP Rocky. I love me some fashion. The man comes through. He is a proud partner. They have a beautiful family. He is secure in himself, comfortable in his own skin. I love to see it. I love to see it. And rounding out this list of these kings, Mr. Eric Dane. So although I haven't watched all of the Grey's Anatomies, I've watched enough and I've seen enough. Also knowing his wife, Rebecca Gay Hart, I believe is her, because of her beautiful hair, but also some of the things that shows that she was on back in the day. These people, strength and vulnerability. A diagnosis that comes when you're in the public eye and you get a diagnosis such as ALS, and he is still showing up. There have been other individuals prior to him. This is one that I felt so many could resonate with, because who doesn't like a McSteamy, McDreamy, or one of the, I can't remember what his name was on the show, but he has to be in a wheelchair now. So for your life to be so drastically changed, he's confident, human, resilience. He is still showing up and reminding us that sometimes confidence is about surviving and showing up. He has a family. He wants to be there for them and he wants to be there for himself, but he's doing it all in the public eye. So my hat goes off to all of these very, very strong kings. There's so much more. Perhaps we need to dedicate some episodes to just that, because there are a lot of celebrities or people that are in the public eye that different individuals can identify with or are drawn to for whatever the reason might be, myself included. So let's move on to the next thing, which is fun. Memes, TikTok, and joyful moments that carried us through 2025. So memes, TikTok, and joyful moments that carried us through 2025. Memes. Girl, be for real. Delulu. Delulu is the Salulu. Look, I just know Delulu. When people are delusional, they be thinking that they know things and they really don't. They should probably just zip their lips, like what I said before. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. No, because why is this me? That was another one. You ate and left no crumbs. Now, I think this might go a little bit earlier to the year, because I think it has been, truncated. And it's now just you ate. But maybe you left no crumbs is still a thing. It's giving whatever it might be giving. We outside. We outside. We ain't outside today here in Seattle. I mean, it's not horrible. It's in the 40s, though. Award show chaos, right? So there's teleprompter fails. That always happens. I said I was going to talk about this. There's only a couple of things I want to say. Because Miss Taraji is comedy, right? Then we have A$AP Rocky, because so excited about Rihanna. That's another thing, Serena glowing wherever she goes. I don't know. Was she at the ESPYs? I need to do a little bit of fact checking. So these things that I'm talking about here, I'm about to go and double check to see if I'm just, talking about nonsense, because that's what we're going to do. But A$AP is, in love with his wife, and he does show that. So that's a beautiful thing. And Serena is glowing. So what am I talking about? Yes, these are things, maybe not directly, because Serena was walking at the Super Bowl like nobody's business, and her fit was on point. So let's talk about that. Her fit was on point with that little tennis skirt in the blue. Serena, girl, I don't care if I'm late to the game. Game recognized game. That was it. So some TikTok trends that maybe are not so bad. Slow afternoon walk, point of view. A glow up walking into 2026 edits. Okay, we're going to try that one. And then childhood photo recreations. Yeah, I remember seeing that one where people are like, oh, this is what we looked like when we were 8. And this is what we look like now. You see why in the last episode, go back and watch it, why I say I don't really do the TikTok trend. And when it comes to the dancing part, I can dance, but the choreography, actually, let me not lie, because I wasn't, look, back in high school, we had a little dance crew. So let me not try to, don't fake the funk, girl. Don't fake the funk. But I didn't do no TikTok dances. Maybe 2026 is going to change that because 50 brings new things. So, fam. Subscribe because we just going to continue going up. Subscribe, hit like, share this because your girl is doing big things in 2026. And I want you and you and you and all of you to be a part of it. So, subscribe, hit like, drop some comments, give me some feedback, all those things. So, look, act like a Virgo, the TikTok trend. I said I was going to do some fact checking. Family, I'm doing this in 2026. I don't care if I'm late to the game. Hyper organized for no reason. If these are not Virgo characteristics, giving silent judgment, but with love. However, I don't judge people, but I might give you the side eye. Correcting somebody, but making it polite. Doing everything myself because nobody else does it right. Giving a TED talk that nobody asked for. Acting calm while internally having 47 thoughts at once. Being the responsible friend. Doing a dramatic deep breath before fixing everybody's mistakes. I wouldn't say mistakes, but I do sometimes give a deep breath. Giving some subtle, yeah, I'm better than this energy. Like, why are you doing that? You're weird. And it says the Virgo walk, like fast and purposeful. Look, my son told me that I need to walk like I have a purpose. So ever since he told me that and told me that this lady tried to punk me in the parking lot of the QFC down the street, which she didn't. So Derek, the lady didn't try to punk me. But anyways, I walk like I have a purpose. So there's that. But I just had to go through that TikTok trend because I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know, but now I know. And I'm greasy again. Dang, girl, get it together. Man, my skin is just very, very healthy, girl. You just got some oily skin. Mm-hmm. So we're ending that one out with joy matters, laughter matters, and connection matters. Going into the next one. Joy matters, laughter matters. You got to laugh, man. Be joyful and connection. So the people that I met in 2025, and I'm still meeting people. So that's the beauty of it all. This camera is like kind of messed up. Let's see if we can fix it. Unapologetically D. There we go. Well, that's an interesting one. Let's see if we can maybe make it a little bit better. All right. So I met different people through my podcast, which I am so grateful for. I met different people in my happy space, which is teaching. I met different people in my job earlier in the year prior to not being employed there anymore. Let's just say it like that. And all of these different people that I had an opportunity to interact with, I feel like were brought into my life. God put them in my life for a reason. There is a beautiful girl at the gym, a woman, a lady, that she doesn't even take my classes. As a matter of fact, look, my husband tells me that I have the type of, I don't know. I love people and I love helping people. My husband tells me that people are drawn to you because of this. And look, my goal is and always has been just to let people know that they have a space, that they have a safe space, somewhere where somebody that they can talk to, that they can kind of just, just say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart. Don't feel like you need to be guarded. Feel like you can be yourself, because one of the reasons why I'm unapologetically D is because for a lot of my professional career, I felt like I needed to be muted, and I felt like I couldn't really say and or do the things that I wanted to do and or say. And that's not the case anymore. So I want for other individuals to feel that same way. I want for them to feel comfortable. I want for them to be able to express themselves. Utilize this platform to do just that. Because why else, if not sharing your story with other people and connecting? You know how important it is to connect? That's why joy matters, laughter matters, connection matters. Yes, it does. So all these different people that I met, people supported me, collaborated with me, uplifted me. I had some people that challenged me, people that inspired me. And I have individuals that became a part of my life that are now family. You can have a chosen family. Some entered at the perfect moment, professionally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I am ending this year. Again, this is the final episode of Unapologetically D, but you gotta hit the subscribe button, because I got some surprises coming in 2026, yes, but I've got some surprises coming for the rest of 2025, December. So hit the subscribe button, family. Very grateful for every single connection that I have made. Season 2, what does it hold? Unapologetically D. Different. I'm changing some things up. Bolder. How can we even get more funny? Funnier, deeper, more unfiltered, more storytelling, more healing. We've got some more raw and D coming because fam, I only dropped 1 to 2 additional little raw and D energy type deals this year, but we got more coming. And guess what? We're not just going to be talking about, we got some fun stuff coming in 2026. Guest episodes. I'm going to show you some behind the scenes things. Bonus drops. You got to turn the notifications on, because I'm telling you right now, if you turn your notifications on, you will be able to see some little teasers, which I'm going to be dropping for the entire month of December for some of the episodes coming up in 2026. So hit the subscribe button. I want to make sure that I tell everybody that is here, thank you so much for riding with me in season 1. It's been a journey. I remember in the very beginning, the editing piece was the most difficult. I was telling my mentor, Mr. Lou, let's talk about it. Go back to some previous episodes. You can see all the information. He's been on my podcast. I have been on his, and he's fantastic. But I was telling him I wanted to throw my laptop in the middle of the street and let it get run over and reversed. And I was going to be the person that did it. But I made it through that. So you've been listening, you've been laughing, you've been healing and growing with me. 2026 is going to be an even more unapologetic D. Stronger, confident, joyful, more unapologetic. I said that, but I'm going to say it again because, fam, when I say it, I really mean it. And I want to make sure that I encourage you to step into your next chapter with that same confidence, because guess what, fam? We are a family. That's why I always say fam. We can do this together. You can join the community. We can be unapologetic. And guess what? Say less. Be unapologetic with me. Because you can, and because you will. Like I tell my cycling peeps. We can and we will. We can and we will. You can and you will. Come and join the Unapologetically D family. Hit subscribe. Just hang with us. It's like the best time ever. I promise you. You will not be sorry. Again, you're going to see some cool things the rest of the month of December. And you'll be able to see, like I said, I'm going to be dropping some of those little shorts, the little promos, so you can see what's to come in 2026. And you just never know. I don't even think that live is an option here. but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting on some other platforms live. So come hang with me, fam. And thank you for joining me on Unapologetically D with your host, me, ABCD. Still practicing for the voice. Boop. So make sure that you hit subscribe and so that you get the notifications, fam. I've been saying it, but like I'm gonna say it again. Hit subscribe. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Follow me on all the platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, I'm there. And we are coming in 2026 to multiple other platforms, including, yes, may I say it? Yes, sir, Ski. Spotify. Mm-hmm.